Hello, this is John Black, Super Chemist. I don't know what number we're on here. The last time I talked to you, I showed you this diagram or whatever. And I found out a couple things. I actually found out a million things. But one thing is that this line here where it says first cousin, yeah, William I is first cousins to Alfred the Great. But his wife, okay, is a direct descendant to Alfred the Great. So that means that all the children of William I and the woman who is descended from Alfred the Great will be descendants from, have a direct line to Alfred the Great and Charlemagne and King Robert's. Alright, so I changed it to this, and this is literally a very simple diagram compared to what I had. The other diagram I have has like 5 pages. So I'm going to show it at another time. But this is basically, you can see, you got Elizabeth I going up through Henry VIII. It goes all the way up here to, through Louis VI of France, Robert I of France, and Charlemagne. But it also, at Edward II, comes over to Edward I. That way it gets all of this in the English line too. So it gets the French line, and they both go to Charlemagne, you can see. Mary Stuart is actually a child of Henry VIII. Oh wait, I'm not showing you the whole thing. And you can see down at the bottom there, Henry VIII had 2 kids, and one kid was Elizabeth I, and another kid was, had a couple grandkids down to Mary Stuart. She's one of the 7 crowns. Here's Charles V. He comes in on John the Gaunt. See, both of them come in on Elizabeth I, and Mary Stuart come in at Henry VIII, so that they get everything, all the crowns, all 7, all the 5 up here. Alfred the Great, Charlemagne, Robert I, William I, Louis VI. But they also go through these 2, Edward I and Henry III. Both of them. Charles V, but they're all cousins. All these people are cousins. Charles V bypasses these, but goes through all the same kings. See how that goes? Now, when you see Charles goes to the first king of Spain, and also Maximilian, the Holy Roman Empire, guy. Mary Stuart leads to the King of Scotland and the King of Ireland, and I show that better on another diagram. Alexander Hamilton. We're going to go over the the assassins. You might say, well, okay, the presidents, the vice presidents, the secretaries of states, the U.S. Supreme Court, they're all, everyone in the top jobs in government are royals with the same bloodline leading to the same 7 kings. And then we found that, the wives too, just like a monarchy, the presidents and the first ladies are all related. They all are descended from the same, they have the same grandfathers. Not only the seven kings, right? There's grandfathers in between. They have hundreds of grandfathers that they all share. So we're going to go over the assassins. You might say, well, that's all coincidence. Things, rich people, things gravitate to the top, and rich people get, they get ahead. But why are the first ladies? Why do they all have the same royal bloodline? Keep in mind, these royal bloodlines, the presidents, vice presidents, secretary of states, and all this, it's the same bloodline that they use in England in the monarchy that they have. They have that King Charles III is the king right now, and it used to be his mother, Elizabeth II. Yeah, their monarchy is set up with the same bloodline, the same bloodlines, and the same. But it's just a coincidence. Okay, it's all coincidence. But what about the assassins? All the political assassins in our history, them too? They all have royal blood? Now it's getting, come on, man. All right, so let's go over the assassins. We'll start with the furthest way in the past, and then we'll come all the way up to John Hinckley Jr., who shot Ronald Reagan. Alexander Hamilton was a mega royal. Aaron Burr was a lower royal. Aaron Burr was the 4th vice president. Alexander Hamilton was the 1st secretary. See, they're always secretaries of everything. Secretary of Treasury. And Aaron Burr shot and killed Alexander Hamilton. So let's look at their stuff. Let's check out what the, let's check them out. Okay, here's famous kin of, I'm always on famouskin.com now because they have the best site. These are famous kin of Alexander Hamilton. You'll see that the 5 kings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he is a grandson to these people. So he's mega. And he's also a grandchild to King Edward I and King Henry III, right? And he's got the 12, look at this, he's got the Magna Cartas, what is that, 5, and then the rest of them go into cousins. Same with Mary Stuart, and the same as Alan Burr. But you can see he's very mega royal, okay? Now here's Aaron Burr, and let's see who his grandparents were. Oh, he's got Robert I and Charlemagne. So he's only got two. And he's only got one Magna Carta person that he's a grandchild to. I mean, he's got the rest too. Don't get me wrong. He's just cousins. He's cousin to everybody else. So he's not a mega royal, but keep in mind, so this guy, Aaron Burr, has 2 grandparents, King Robert I and Charlemagne, and Alexander also has those 2 grandparents, King Robert and Charlemagne. See, this guy Aaron Burr, his bloodline skips all the other kings in between. It goes directly to Charlemagne, and then he has another bloodline that goes directly to King Robert's, which in turn goes to Charlemagne. So he has 2 bloodlines to Charlemagne, 1 to King Robert's. Everybody else, he's a cousin to. So it's not like he's not related to them. He's cousin to them all. So they share 2 grandfathers, right? Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton. And they're both 2 kings, like the first kings of everything, you know what I mean? First, let's see, how is Alexander Hamilton and George H.W. Bush related? Okay. Look at that. They're both related by one king. King of Scotland. Yep. There it is. Alexander and George Bush. And they just go through these things. And Alexander's on one side, George Bush is on the other side. But they share a grandparent. Not only do they share the 5 kings, right? 5 of the 7 kings, they share this king too. They share a bunch of kings. Their grandfathers are all kings that they share, but it's just a coincidence. Okay, so Aaron Burr is the assassin. Let's see how he's related to the King Charles III, the King of England right now. Oh, they share one grandparent here. Trust me, they share. Not only do they share this grandparent here, Robert Ponce, they also share 2 of the kings. Because remember, Aaron Burr has Robert I and Charlemagne, and King Charles has those same 2 grandparents. So they share 3 grandparents right there that I'm showing you. Okay, well that's weird. How about this one? What about Mary Stuart? The she's another one of the 7 kings, right? Oh wow. They share one grandparent. So not only do they share Robert I and Charlemagne, but they also share Sir Geoffrey Fitzpierce and Evelyn de Clare. Wow, that's a quinky dink. It has nothing to do with bloodlines, right? Well, how about Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr? Wow, look at this. They have the same grandparents. If we just said who was that we were just talking about? We were talking about Aaron Burr and the Queen of Scots, right? Mary Stuart. They have Sir Geoffrey and Evelyn de Clare. Oh wow. Who else has that same? And keep in mind, they all have the grandparents of Charlemagne and Robert I, and Sir Geoffrey Fitzpiers or whatever, Pierce. Oh, who else does? Oh, wow. Also, Alexander Hamilton, who got shot. He also shares this same grandparents, not just the kings, but these parents. How about Aaron Burr and Theodore Roosevelt, our president? Wow, they share a parent too. Not only do they share the kings that I always mention, the 7 kings, they share Sir Geoffrey Fitzpiers and Evelyn de Clare. Wow, but it's not about bloodlines, specific bloodlines, right? Because I tell you that they go to these kings, but they don't just go to these kings. They share the same grandparents in between. The hundreds of grandparents or whatever, there's 50 grandparents they have to get to Charlemagne. They share all those grandparents, all of them. How about this one? This is the wife of Woodrow Wilson, President of the United States, and Aaron Burr, who killed Alexander Hamilton and also was vice president. Oh, Sir Geoffrey Fitzpiers and Evelyn de Clare. The same. Oh, wow, they share another grandparent? Wow, not only Robert I and Charlemagne, but also, okay. All right. Well, how about Aaron Burr and the 10th governor? We'll do a governor. How about the 10th governor of Tennessee, James? Oh, what? They share the same Sir Geoffrey Fitzpiers and Evelyn de Clare. Wow, what a quinky-dink. What a quinky-dink. And they also have the same king grandparents, too, because they're both descended from... All these people are descended from Robert I and Charlemagne. And also Sir Geoffrey Fitzpiers. But it's not about bloodlines. How about William Henry Harrison, the 9th U.S. president? Again, Sir Geoffrey Fitzpiers and Evelyn de Clare. They both share a grandparent. See, I'll scroll down, look, so you can see. They share the same, isn't it? Come on, man. Really? It's not about a bloodline, no, right? It's not about a bloodline? Okay, well, how about Jane Pierce? Franklin Pierce, the president, Franklin Pierce, his wife. Again, this guy, a vice president, shares the same grandparent. Not just this, because she also has grandparent named Charlemagne and Robert I and Sir Geoffrey Fitzpiers and Evelyn de Clare. Wow, what a quinky-dink, huh? But it's not about a monarchy, is it? How about this guy, Thomas Jefferson, 3rd U.S. president and the signer of the Declaration of Independence? Oh, wow, what a quinky-dink. He shares Robert I and Charlemagne as a grandparent, and also Sir Geoffrey Fitzpiers. Oh, wow, what a quinky-dink. But it's not a monarchy. No. How about Horace? Let's spread it around. What about Horace Gray, U.S. Supreme Court Justice? Oh, they share the same Robert I and Charlemagne, but they also share Sir Geoffrey Fitzpiers. Wow, but it's not about bloodlines. It's just all a coincidence. How about Aaron Burr and the signer of a the signer of the Declaration of Independence, Button Gwinnett. Oh, wow. Oh, well, it's a different... Okay, it's still Sir Geoffrey Fitzpiers, and it's still the same wife over here, Evelyn de Clare, but then he had another wife named Beatrix de Say. And then they go down again, but they say they have the same grandfather. Same grandfather, not the same grandmother, though. Wow. And they both share grandparents called Robert I, King, and King Charlemagne. Wow, but it's not about a monarchy. How about let's do the signer of the U.S. Constitution. We did a couple of Declaration of Independence. Let's do the U.S. Constitution. Nicholas Gilman. Oh, again. Oh. He shares the same 2 kings, Robert I, Charlemagne, and now also Sir Geoffrey Fitzpiers and Evelyn de Clare. Well, okay, but it's not about bloodlines or specific bloodlines. It's just willy-nilly. It's just all... How about John Fairfield, the 13th and 16th governor of Maine? Oh, again, they share Robert I and Charlemagne and Sir Geoffrey Fitzpiers and Evelyn de Clare. What a coincidence. How about John W. Johnston, U.S. Senator? Let's do a senator. U.S. Senator from Virginia. Again, they share the same two kings and